everybody. Boss Mom here, Dana Johnson. How are you? How are you making out with this pandemic? I know it's taken a toll on so many of us. Our lifestyles have changed. And shout out to those new teachers. You didn't know you had it in you, right? Until you were forced to do it. Homeschooling. How's that going? Ready to ring their neck? Shout out to our first responders. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. You know, my daughter is a PCA at the hospital where I work. I'm not working currently because I'm out because due to medical issues and because I've just made the determination that I'm going to get this new skill down packed where I don't have to necessarily return to anybody's 9 to 5. I can hang out with my grand prince Gianni. But shout out though to those first responders, doctors, nurses, PCAs, CNAs. You know, CNAs we get they don't really get recognized as much. Sad. But they're more hands-on with the patients in terms of their every need, you know? So let's not overlook them. And thank you so much for keeping the grocery stores open. Thank you to my customer service reps that are up and about. Thank you for keeping my favorite stores open, like Walmart, where I can feed the children. We closed on my home, and then we moved in, and so I'm unpacking. So during this pandemic, I'm using the time to unpack. I have contractors in and out the house. I know COVID-19, and I shouldn't have anybody here, but listen. They're driving me nuts, my children. There's 2 bathrooms in the house. One of them I call the bathroom from hell, okay? And the reason why is, you know, the roof comes like this. It was a lot of bathrooms here in Connecticut has 1 bathroom, right? And so a lot of people did extensions and creativity and getting 2 bathrooms. But in the second bathroom where the girls are going to use, it's like comes like a slope like this, right? So right here is a shower and right there is their head. And so I had to do something. And then the one that I have downstairs, because I'm going to have to take you through a tour of the house, right? Because they laugh at me because I tell them, you know, there's 2 bedrooms downstairs and a sitting room. And I tell them, that's all mine. That's my space. I don't want you in there. My sitting room. And every time we can talk about decorating and doing things, I always have to bring up my sitting room because it gets on their nerves, right? So I have to share a bathroom with them downstairs. Eventually, I want to turn one of the rooms into a bathroom and like a powder room per se. Not really powder room because I want a jacuzzi, a walk-in closet, all that. Too much? No. Right? And so we'll have to share a bathroom with them. In the meantime, the one on the first level. And they're driving me nuts. So I had to quickly get their bathroom done by any means necessary. Yes, I dettled down the place after the contractors leave. They in that bathroom and they close the door because my Prince Gianni's always in. They're going to get him a little tuba because he's always grabbing something, wanting to open the door for them and help. And so, I have to disinfect and all that stuff to keep it safe. But I needed that bathroom done. Had to. And so I'm so excited because it's almost done. So when everything is done and in place, I have to give you a tour. You see my nails? Horrible. I can't go get them done. I broke some off by accident and then the acrylic started lifting up. And so I started snapping the rest of them off. And I have nowhere to go get my nails done. No way. I picked up a new skill in my speaking things into existence and manifestation and my affirmations. One of my things was I was going to learn how to trade. A lot of women are getting into trading and learning it and mastering it and making a killing in it. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to put aside my fear. I'm going to stop with the excuses because part of my excuse was I don't have the money. And honestly, I didn't. Let me tell you. Because some of these people wanted thousands of dollars for me to learn this. Even $300 a month was just too much for me. I couldn't even fathom where I was going to come up with an extra $300. And it's a shame because it's a skill that's going to pay me over and over. But I just didn't at the time. I couldn't budget $300 a month. So this other company came about and theirs was $99. And I actually got started when I was on vacation in Jamaica. I say vacation, but it was business. But I still had a good time, my husband and I. And so I joined when I was in Jamaica, and moving, the hospital stay, moving, unpacking, everything. It's a lot. And so now I'm like kind of centered, getting settled down, and said, okay, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this the right way. I'm almost there where I can say I'll make $1,000 in residual. Okay. I look forward to my weekly checks, like clockwork. Tuesday, Wednesday, mailbox, my check is there. Thank you. And so that little extra $500 has done great things for me, being that I'm not working right now, I'm home, and then now getting ready to make $1,000 a month, and then $2,000. My goal is $5,000, and I want to make sure that I'm doing that by May. My daughter's birthday is May 3rd. So by May 3rd, let's say that, $5,000 a month, the residual. That's the goal. And shout out to those who are doing the thing. Let me tell you, Dominique Barbie, shut the front door. What is she? $100,000 a month. What? Yeah, $100,000 a month. What do you do with that? Right? That's what I thought at first. What do you do with that? Live. Enjoy life. What do you mean? What do you do with that? And so I thought, okay, $100,000 in 2 months, I could pay off my mortgage with $100,000 a month. Boom, bam, right? And not to mention my money that I'm going to be making from trading, just my residual, pay off my mortgage. So yeah, I know what she's going to do with $100,000 a month. Live, freedom, take care of her family. And then the twins, Megan and Reagan, $10,000 a month in 2.5 weeks. Shut the front door, right? And so those are the people that I am chasing down. There's no reason why I can't make my $5,000 a month by May. And so with learning this new skill, I'm learning what pip and dip are, and I'm learning a strategy and how to get 20 pip and dips and come out the market, so that I limit my loss. Yes, there's loss, there's gains, and there's loss, but once you know how to do it properly, then your loss are minimal. And we have indicators. The indicator turn green when it's time to buy, red when it's time to sell. I know my colors, so I can follow that, right? Yeah, and I'm learning when to go long, when to go short. I'm learning the importance of the Forex. Let me tell you, Forex is a $3 trillion industry per day. And you have been participating in it whether you know it or not. Because anytime you put your money in the bank and those fees that they charge you, they're trading on that money. And they're making themselves stinking rich and you're stinking poor. Stinking broke. You know what? You put $100 in there, you come back to the bank looking for your 100. Don't look for the whole 100, sweetheart, because there are fees that has to be paid, and those fees are going to trade to make them more money. So why not use your own money to leverage? That's how I look at it. So that's my new skill that I am learning while I'm home, right? While I'm homebound and homeschooling. They're on spring break this week, so I'm kind of excited. And I've had to tell them to go find their school stomachs. Let me tell you, I'm sure you're going through this too. School stomachs. When they get up in the mornings and I'm like, it's time to have breakfast before you go to school. No, I'm not hungry. I'll grab something at school and out the door, right? And then they come home and I'm like, I didn't have lunch. It looked horrible. Wasn't in the mood for lunch, so I didn't eat. I'm going to grab a snack until dinner. Is that okay? Sure. Then they eat dinner. And they're fine. They're satisfied. But being that they're home and doing nothing, $500 of worth of groceries in 2 weeks. And they're asking, what is here to eat? Nothing. Air pie and nothing pudding. Find your school stomachs quickly. Right? So, we're all going through it. I've had some family members that have been affected by the corona. My hero is still fighting to come back from this. And so I understand that life has changed for so many. And I'm sorry for those who have lost loved ones and how painful this whole thing is. But there's hope. There's really hope. And you have options. Don't let anyone tell you that you're just restricted to this type of living, because God has promised us far greater, So don't be dismayed. Stay encouraged. Learn a new skill. However way we got to get through this, we get through this, right? So guys, I want you to stay encouraged. Do not be dismayed. And one thing that my family and I we've started during this time, I should be on the prayer circle right now. So let's close this off. Praying. We pray together as a family. We use my conference line and we call in, and initially it came about praying for my hero, because he's still on the ventilator, but he's getting stronger, and we just praise God for that. But it has brought us together as a family. My dad has 4 brothers and 5 sisters. There's 10 of them. And to see us all get on the phone and pray together and read scriptures together night after night, uplifting our loved one and trusting God that he's going to heal him and he's going to restore him and bring him back to us. And then he will be a part of that prayer line where he will be able to testify about how God has sustained him and how good God is. But we plan to continue. So guys, you can use this time to connect with your family and loved ones. Get on the phone, call them, make a conference call, see how everyone's doing. And you don't have to do it nightly like we do, but you can do it once a week or twice a week. Just connect with them and make sure that they're fine. We can't go and socialize, and we can't be in the presence of one another. We'll miss birthdays and other festivities that you're used to coming together for. And maybe this summer we won't be able to do cookouts and things like that. But you can still connect with one another by conference call, checking on each other, praying together. Family that prays together stays together, right? And so you can even get your families together to learn a new skill, right? You build your own empire. And I think that's the next thing I'm going to bring to my family is why not get in and learn how to trade as well, and so that we can create generational wealth amongst us. Why not? Right? If we love one another, care about one another, we must be able to establish financial independence as a family, so that this way we have a legacy for our children, our grandchildren. So that's a thought, something that you guys can do together as a family, is build financial wealth. And you can use this time in this pandemic to do that. And some of you will never have to necessarily go back to work if you take a look at learning how to trade, how to make money online. People are doing it and they're making a killing, right? And you're being left out of the loop because maybe you're scared, maybe you're closed-minded, you don't know enough about it. And so this is a great time for you to learn while you're home, sitting around watching telly, homeschooling, perhaps baking. And the great thing about learning this particular skill is you have a syllabus. It's a 2-week syllabus, and it breaks everything down for you, and teaches you how it's done. And then you get to go on a dummy trade account and use fake money to trade. My friend, she's so funny. She was like, Dana, oh my gosh, I got on there and I made $700 on my dummy account. I'm so excited for her, but I told her, listen, learn some more. Don't run out there and start trading real money yet until you get this thing down pat. But she's like super excited and looking forward to doing it. So that is something that you all can do as a family, is to create generational wealth. But anyway, I got to run because I got to get on this call, but we'll talk again. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Well, day's almost done. Enjoy your evening. Get a peaceful night's rest. Make a difference in what you do today and tomorrow. Set goals. Make sure you're writing them down. Make sure you can see them every day and speak them into existence. They will manifest. Okay? Take care.